The opinions expressed on this radio station, its programs, and its website by the hosts, guests, and call-in listeners or chatters are solely the opinions of the original source who expressed them. They do not necessarily represent the opinions of Revolution Radio and FreedomSlips.com, its staff, or affiliates. You're listening to Revolution Radio, FreedomSlips.com, 100% listener-supported radio, and now we return you to your host.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Let us continue with our look at the week's headlines. Here we go. Our next headline. Drunken Hillary demanding recount to lift her spirits. Oh, yes. Drunken Hillary. That's right. There's one they don't want you to hear about. Huh? You won't hear this on the mainstream media. Hillary Clinton, now suffering from depression and borderline alcohol abuse, was encouraged by her aides to demand a quixotic recount as a way to lift her spirits. That's right. They want to lift Hillary's spirits now because she's so bummed out. She's so freaked out and bummed out. She's losing it, people. We're going to rein her in here now. She's getting a little bit too wild and crazy now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. She is weepy. She looks 10 years older. And she is very whiny. Okay. Like she's whining, you know. Like she's whining. She's been hitting the bottle pretty heavily, much more than usual. That's what a Clinton insider told the media. Of course, the media didn't want to hear that. One ear out the other, right? She mopes around all day. She's swimming in a sea of recriminations and complaining that her campaign managers were incompetent. Bill and Chelsea didn't work hard enough. That's right. FBI Director Comey was in league with Trump. That's right. That's right. Oh, she's losing it, baby. She's falling apart. Oh, man. Additionally, President Obama, who pressured Clinton to concede to Donald Trump on election night, also encouraged her to jump on board Jill Stein's recount effort to make the globalist look less defeated. Right? The president felt that contesting the results of the election was the best and fastest way to stir the morale and fighting spirit of the demoralized Democratic Party. Obama felt that a recount would plant a seed with the base that the election was somehow dishonest. He wanted to raise serious questions about the legitimacy of the Trump presidency. Well, how do you like that? Huh? Oh, yes. Hillary has climbed aboard the scheme as well, and I'm sure Soros' money is behind it. And it is the subject of our next headline. Our next headline. Petition to overturn Democratic election, now the most popular ever on change.org. Okay, all right. Almost 5 million people want a democratically elected president to be prevented from taking office and replaced with a candidate who lost. Okay? All right? 5 million of these people are walking around out there, semi-conscious, right? A petition to reverse the result of the U.S. general election and to install Hillary Clinton as president has become the most popular petition ever. The petition, titled, Make Hillary Clinton President, was posted to change.org and now has a total of over 4.6 million signatories, making it the most popular petition in the website's history. Now, how do you like them apples? See? 4.6 million signatories. Boy, oh boy, that's 4.6 million people that need to have their freaking heads examined. Okay? They need to go have their heads examined. There's something wrong on the old hamster wheel going on in their heads. What? What? Is it me or what? Huh? Huh? Now, the petition argues that Clinton won the popular vote and therefore should be made president. It also urges, without presenting any real evidence, that President-elect Donald Trump is unfit to serve. Okay? All right? Now, who was talking about, Trump will not honor the outcome of the election. He's going to challenge the outcome of the election. Okay? And she was spouting, that was coming out of her mouth. It came out of her mouth. Okay? Oh, he's no good. He's anti-American. That's a direct threat to our democracy. Democracy, she said. Right? Right? But now the shoe is on the other foot. Now it's okay for her to be over there challenging the outcome of the election. Right? Huh? Huh? Well, we got a double standard going on here. We got My God. Meanwhile, the mainstream media, in its quest to take advantage of any opportunity to denigrate President Trump, has really hit bottom with this next headline. Okay? All right? Are you ready for this? This is as low as you can go. I mean, this is them. These people are desperate, okay? All right? Headline. Next headline. Trump's tie held together with Scotch tape. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard right. You heard right. Trump's tie is held together with Scotch tape. Okay? President-elect Donald Trump reportedly uses Scotch tape to hold his tie together, writes Hunter Schwartz for the Independent Journal Review. That's right. The tape is visible in photographs taken of Trump exiting his plane on Thursday. As he got off the plane, the wind blew his tie, revealing the tape on the back, holding it together. So there you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So what the hell does this have to do with anything? What does this have to do with anything, huh? Huh? Yeah, get yourself one of them tie pins there, Donald. Go in a store, buy yourself one of them little pins, it's got a little pin, you stick it through the tie there, and it's got a little clamp on the other side, and and it holds your tie together. Go ahead, go out and get one of them, shut these freaking people up, okay? All right? Okay? This is ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. What is it, me? Is it me or is this ridiculous? Huh? Huh? This is the kind of stuff you hear on MSNBC, That's right. That's right. The alternative media is false news, but the mainstream media is not. Okay? All right? I'd say that the mainstream media wrote the book on false news. Huh? Huh? Man, oh man, oh man. This is from Pat Buchanan. And this is part of a speech given by FDR in October of 1941. So it goes like so. It goes as follows. Okay. I have in my possession a secret map made in Germany by Hitler's government, by planners of the New World Order. To quote, FDR told the nation in his Navy Day radio address of October 27, 1941. Now, this secret map, this is a map of South America as Hitler proposes to reorganize it. The geographical experts of Berlin, however, have ruthlessly obliterated all the existing boundary lines, bringing the entire continent under their domination. One big South American swastika. That's what Roosevelt said. Okay? This map makes clear the Nazi design, not only against South America, but against the United States as well. Just like a map of the American Union, the master plan of the CFR and the Trilateral Commission, our leader had another terrifying secret document made in Germany by Hitler's government. It is a plan to abolish all existing religions, Protestant, Catholic, Mohammedan, Hindu, Buddhist, and Jewish alike. In the place of the churches of our civilization, they will be set up an international Nazi church. There you go. This is all from FDR's speech, his Navy Day speech, October 27, 1941. He continues on. In the place of the Bible, the words of Mein Kampf will be imposed and enforced as holy writ. A God of blood and iron, Islam, will take the place of the Christ, the God of love and mercy. The source of these astounding secret Nazi plans, from where did these come? What is this source? Well, actually, it turns out that they were forgeries by British agents in New York operating under William Stephenson, Churchill's man in Washington, whose assignment was to do whatever necessary to bring the U.S. into Britain's war. FDR began his address by describing 2 German submarine attacks on U.S. destroyers, Greer and Kearney. FDR said, "We have wished to avoid shooting, but the shooting has begun, and history has recorded who fired the first shot." That's what old FDR had to say. Those were his words. Well, the truth of the matter is that the Greer and the Kearney had been tracking German submarines and dropping depth charges on them. See, it was FDR who desperately wanted a war with Germany. Okay? Said FDR lied us into war because he did not have the political courage to lead us into it. By late 1941, most Americans still wanted to stay out of the war. What brings these episodes to mind is the wave of indignation sweeping Washington over fake news. And this is just fake news allegedly created by Vladimir Putin's old KGB comrades and regurgitated by U.S. individuals, websites, magazines that are anti-interventionist and anti-war. Ohio Senator Rob Portman says, "Propaganda and disinformation threat against America is real, and we must counter and combat it. Congress is working up a $160 million State Department program. Now, Americans should be on guard against fake news and foreign meddling in U.S. elections. Yet it's often our own allies, like the Brits and our own leaders, who mislead and lie us into unnecessary wars. Am I right? Now, history suggests it is our own war party that bears watching. Okay? Consider Operation Iraqi Freedom. Who misled, deceived, and lied about Saddam's weapons of mass destruction? Wasn't it that fake news that sucked us into one of our country's greatest strategic blunders, attacking Iraq? Huh? Fake news. But who made it up? The mass media, the government. Fake news. Who lied for years about an Iranian nuclear weapons program, which almost dragged us into a war, before all 16 U.S. intelligence agencies debunked that propaganda in 2007 and 2011? Yet, ladies and gentlemen, yet there are those here and abroad who insist that Iran has a secret nuclear weapons program. And these people, of course, their goal is they want to have a war with Iran. So they're going to prod them into war as well. Were we told the whole truth about the August 1964 Tonkin Bay incident that stampeded Congress into voting a near unanimous resolution that led us into an 8-year war in Southeast Asia, in Vietnam? Huh? Well, Tonkin Bay incident, it's what you call a false flag. See? Now, you can go back deeper into American history, and you see Assistant Navy Secretary Theodore Roosevelt. Was he telling us the truth when he said of our blasting battleship in Havana Harbor, the Maine was sunk by an act of dirty treachery on the part of the Spaniards? All right? They had this great big uh, battleship out there, right? And it blew up in the harbor, kaboom, and sank, right? So Theodore Roosevelt comes out and he says, the Maine was sunk by an act of dirty treachery on part of the Spaniards. Spaniards. Spit it out, Wild Bill. Of course, nobody ever proved that it was the Spanish that caused the explosion, but we had a war over it anyway. So what was it? Made up news. It was the government lying through the mainstream media to the people, right? So Teddy Roosevelt got what he wanted. In the end, he wound up getting Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines. See? In wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies. There you go. There you have it, right there. See? The mainstream media has been feeding us fake news ever since TV and radio and the newspapers and the printed word. Okay? They have been controlled and on the take from government and corporate interests from day one. People are rejecting them in droves, ladies and gentlemen. They hate the alternative media because that's where people are turning for their information. Okay? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's continue on here. What do we got here? Our next headline. All right. Donald Trump talked on the telephone to Taiwan's President Tsai. 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 Anyway, he gets on the phone talking to Taiwan's president. Right? Now, China doesn't like that at all. China got all upset about that. They started freaking out over there. Okay? All right? And then guess who showed up? Oh, wait. Hey, we'll get to that. Republicans praise Trump. China launches complaint. Republican lawmakers are praising President-elect Donald Trump for talking to Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen by telephone. But on Saturday, mainland China launched a complaint about the phone call amidst concerns that the call could jeopardize United States relations with Beijing. Okay? So we're not supposed to talk to the Taiwanese people. See? We're not supposed to do that because China wants them. China, it belongs to them. They think it's theirs. You know, they did. Oh, anyway, you know who showed up? You know who came along? You know who showed up? Huh? Right before all this took place. Like he was going to warn them, you know, hey, you know, look out, because here it comes. Henry Kissinger himself. Oh, yes, Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger meets with Chinese president hours before Trump's Taiwan call. Now, you know, no matter where Henry Kissinger shows up, nothing good ever happens. That's right. Former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and Chinese President Xi Jinping met on Friday, hours before President-elect Donald Trump's phone call with the president of Taiwan. He's talking on the telephone to who? How dare he? He shouldn't be talking to Taiwan. Stay away from Taiwan. She's our bitch, Jinping told Kissinger. Well, no, I just made that up. But he did say this. The presidential election has taken place in the United States, and we are now in the key moment, Jinping told Kissinger in front of reporters. We on the Chinese side are watching the situation very closely. Now it is in the transition period. Overall, we hope to see the China-U.S. relationship moving ahead in a sustained and stable manner, Jinping said. You know, Trump and Kissinger met 2 weeks ago at Trump Tower in New York, where the conversation focused on relations with China. But Kissinger also demanded cooperation with the global agenda. And he made veiled threats to Trump if he doesn't play ball with the big boys. Okay? Now, in a summary of Trump's phone call on Friday, released by the transition team, President Tsai offered her congratulations. The call broke nearly 40 years of U.S. policy barring formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan because of the country's rogue nation status with China. So, who called who has not been yet confirmed. Okay? I'm assuming that it was Trump that called her. It could have been her that called Trump. You never know. Right? Right? Neither Washington nor Beijing would reveal why Kissinger visited China. I guess he was just in the neighborhood and decided to drop in. Huh? What business could Kissinger have with Jinping? Looks to me like Kissinger and Jinping might be cooking something up. Huh? You never know when two such big-time globalist scumbags get together. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Huh? Huh? The commies are all upset about a phone call between Trump and Taiwan. See, all upset. They're freaking out over there. Oh, yeah. They're crapping their drawers. I don't know. Incontinence and all. It's coming out of both ends over there. Right? They're all upset because of this phone call. So are they that afraid of the Donald and fair trade? Huh? Does it scare them that much? Is that what's got them so upset? Could Henry be there to calm them down, blow their nose, kiss their boo-boo? Huh? Don't worry, China. You're still the model nation for the New World Order. Huh? Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out, China. Oh, my God. What is it, me or what? I don't know anymore. I don't know. It's just getting too strange. It's just getting. Let us continue with our headlines. Here we go. Our next headline. Congress authorizes Ministry of Truth powers for State Department. Okay. Yeah. Feds make a desperate attempt to shut down alternative media. You know what won the election of Trump over the establishment? Huh? The truth. The truth. The establishment media attempted to steer the people into voting for the establishment. And they used all the tricks of the trade. Every trick in the book. Now, what made the difference was the alternative media, the truth movement. Okay? And people abandoned the mainstream media and the establishment. Now, the establishment is attempting to shut down independent media through censorship and blacklisting. And Congress is all too willing to cooperate. So you can say goodbye to the freedom of the press. Okay? Say hello to the Ministry of Truth. But then you pipe and smoke it. Okay? Our next headline. Congress launches program to take over and shut down independent media. All right, well, same thing going on here. Globalists attempt to blacklist truth tellers worldwide. All right, now I and others and many others have been saying that one day they're going to come after us and shut us down. And that is exactly what is happening. They will decide which news is real and which news is fake. And then they'll give us exactly what they do now. Fake, real news. Okay? That's right. Just like they did during the election. Fake, real news. Now the sheeple believe the fake, real news because, well, they're too stupid to ask questions. Okay. Right? You see? There's actual news and there's contrived news. All right? Actual news is confirmed. All right? Contrived news is fake. All right? Fake real news, like you get from CNN or MSNBC, is fake because it's contrived. Okay? In other words, it's edited, scripted, and concocted. Okay? It's fake news that's presented as real, but it's not because it's phony. Okay? All right? That's what lost them the election, right? Huh? Phony, right? Okay? Phony news that's fake because it's contrived, edited, scripted, and concocted. Okay? And that's why they want to shut us down, okay? It's because we strive to tell the truth and expose the establishment's agenda. All right? So now they're going to shut us all down and shut us all up, or they're going to try to. The mainstream media is discredited. Nobody's listening to them anymore. And InfoWars is now bigger and better than ever. Why? Because InfoWars is doing the job that the mainstream media is supposed to do, but doesn't do it. See? And there's others, but I'm just saying InfoWars is like the big one, right? Drudge, Savage, Revolution Radio. Right? Right. Our next headline. President Obama slams Trump. His anti-Muslim ban is un-American, says Obama. And it only helps ISIS. That's right. That's what Obama said. Is this what we've become? That's what Obama asked. Are we going to discriminate against Muslims for their faith? Obama asked. That's not the America that we want, Obama said. It doesn't reflect our democratic ideas, said Obama. It doesn't reflect our democratic ideas? I tell you what, let's ask the American people what they want. Okay? All right? Can we do that? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Ask the American people what they want. Do you want more refugees? No. No, 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 no. That's why they voted for Trump. See? His anti-Muslim ban is un-American? Since when is it un-American to prevent potential terrorist threats from entering the country? Huh? Since when? It won't make us more safe. It'll make us less safe. That's what Obama said. But hold on. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me. What? Isn't that what Obama wants? Huh? To make us less safe? Isn't that why he insists we take more of these people in? Huh? Is that why he's flooding the country with these people? And then what happens? They become radicalized? Huh? And the next thing you know, they destabilize the entire country. Huh? Look how well it's worked out for the Europeans. Huh? Is that what you want to bring into this country? Huh? You dirty, rotten scumbag, you? Huh? And just how are we helping ISIS? Huh? By denying them entry into America? Or are you the one who's helping ISIS by opening the door for them? Huh? It betrays what it is that America stands for, said Obama. That's right. Those were his words. Oh, yes. Americans are supposed to stand for the Islamization of our society, right? We're supposed to stand for ever-increasing terror attacks. That's what we're supposed to stand for. Huh? What Americans want is secure borders. What Americans want is to keep out the terrorists. Okay? All right? That's why we voted for Trump. It's called democracy. And it's called the will of the people. Right? So take your refugees and stuff them up there where the sun don't ever shine, Barry. Okay? All right, Barry. And I tell you what, take Michael with you. All right? Take Michael take him with you. All right? Okay? Don't matter which bathroom you use. It don't matter which Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're on the subject of Muslims, I firmly believe that you are one of them, Mr. Obama. That's right. I firmly believe he is a Muslim, okay? All right? He's definitely not a Christian. There's no way he can be a Christian. No way. No way. Now, Mr. Obama, you've been feeding us horse manure for 8 years, and the people are sick of it. That's right. A closeted gay, too. I tell you what. And Michael is really Michelle, is really Michael. You're an Illuminati plant set up to take us down. That's what you are, you dirty, rotten. Okay. All right. Oh, my God. Anyway, let us continue on with our our next headline. I'm glad. I count the days now. I count the days until this guy is gone. Okay? I can't wait for to get rid of you. I can't wait to take your globalist agenda and do us all a great big favor and get lost, okay? All right? Okay? Get out of here. We're done with you. We're finished with you. Please let us forget you, okay? All right? We need to forget you, okay? Because at the same time that this guy is sticking up for the Muslims and telling us that that Muslim guy that yelled Allah Akbar while he blew people away had nothing to do with the Muslims, had nothing to do with them. But here we go. Here's a good one. Check this one out. Check this one out right here. Okay? 9/11 mastermind. Al-Qaeda favors immigration to defeat the USA. And this guy, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, revealed that Al-Qaeda's plan to kill the United States was not through military attacks, but through immigration and by outbreeding the non-Muslims. Okay? All right. Boy, oh boy. Oh, here I am. It would be nice, he said. This is what Sheikh Mohammed had to say. He said it would be nice if radical Islamists could bring America to its knees with catastrophic attacks, but that's unlikely and it's not practical. Okay? The practical way to defeat America was infiltration through immigration and by outbreeding the non-Muslims. That's right. That we're going to have to keep our wives and daughters in perpetual pregnancy, and we're going to have to rape as many white women as possible. And that's what the sheik had to say. That's right. That's right. So he says that it's going to be through immigration. So Obama throws the doors open, rolls out the red carpet. Okay? All right? My God, what is it, me? Is it me or what? Huh? But I tell you what, let's move on. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'm tired of talking about these invaders from wherever the hell they're coming from. It just drives me crazy. It just makes me want to scream and pull my hair out. That's what it makes me want to do. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here's one. Look, here's a change of pace here. Here. Our next headline: Ford willing to work with Trump if policies are right. CEO says. The CEO of Ford Motor Company said, "We will be very clear in the things we'd like to see, as I'm sure President Trump will be clear in the things he wants to see." So put in your pipe and smoke. Okay. I'll tell you what do we got? Another one here. Look, hold on here. Here's another one. Donald Trump targets second Indiana plant over plans to shift to Mexico. Rexnord expected to move production of industrial bearings from Indianapolis to Mexico next year. But Trump is right in there, right on him. He's so look out, Rexnord. I bet you Rexnord doesn't move their plant. Huh? Oh, hey, look. Putin winning Time Person of the Year. He's going to be on the cover of Time. The Person of the Year, Vladimir Putin. Well, Vladimir Putin has rocketed to the top of the Time Person of the Year poll. That's right. And he's on course for a landslide victory. That's right. Proving that his determination to destroy the New World Order has started to resonate with Americans of all stripes. Yes, I myself like Putin. That's right. And he has declared war on the New World Order. And he would be a marvelous partner, to team up with him and Trump, team up and take out ISIS and get along, just have a regular old good time together, Just enjoy each other's company. Have a drink or two. Go out and have a dinner. Have a nice dinner. Eh? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got here? Oh. How did this get down here? This shouldn't be here. Minnesota. Headline, Minnesota. A mob of Somalis raged through upscale neighborhood, threatening to kidnap and rape homeowners. Is this in Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen? A mob of Somalis raging through the neighborhood, threatening to kidnap and rape homeowners, right here in the United States. Of course, you won't see this story on ABC or NBC or CBS or CNN or MSNBC or any of the other liberal news stations, because gangs of Muslim refugees threatening innocent people inside their homes is not the kind of news the mainstream media can use, right? Hey, don't blame the Muslims. Right? They were screaming at the house, and said that they were going to kidnap me and they were going to rape me. One Indianapolis resident told KSTP TV. It was a very traumatizing experience. Well, of course it was. Hey, and this is in Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right? So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? Now, you have been listening to a different perspective right here on the Samsel Report with your host, myself, Wild Bill. That's right. So, I'll tell you what, it is getting crazy out there. But we have run out of time here. The program is just about finished. Pretty soon they're going to come in with the music, and that'll be it for me. That's it. I'd rather not see it coming myself. Just right in the back of the head. That ought to do it.